Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the broadcast tonight for Healing Our Oceans. If you are just joining us, welcome, welcome. My name is Crystalia, and we'll be getting started in a few minutes. We'll give everybody a chance to get on the line. Okay, welcome everyone that's joining us. We're going to give it a couple minutes. It seems like it takes a little bit of time for people to get on this Google Hangouts thing. So welcome, welcome everyone. This is Crystalia, and we'll get started, like I say, in a few minutes. Just give everybody a chance to get in on the Hangout, and then we'll get started. So I really am feeling blessed that so many people have decided to join in this this little endeavor. It's not a little endeavor, and I'm really hoping that more people join as we grow this whole thing, because it's really an important piece in helping clean up our planet as well as our oceans. So, or I should say, clean up our oceans as well as our planet. And so, like I say, I'm waiting. I'm going to wait a few more minutes to give people an opportunity to get onto the Google Hangout. And if you are joining me and having trouble, you may want to direct connect your video or your computer to the internet. And you may also want to shut other things down that might be using the internet speed. And in the future, I am looking at maybe offering this two ways so that we have some on telephone and some on video. So for the moment, though, this is the technology I picked, and we will just give everybody a few more minutes to get on. And we still have people joining us, as I can see here. And as soon as I feel like we've kind of leveled out, then we'll get started. And I hope everybody can hear me okay. Looks like my volume's okay and everything. So we have a chat session here as well. So I believe I'm learning this technology. So I believe you can send me a chat in the public chat and I will actually see it. And I believe I can send this out and it should say hello everyone. And that'll give you a chance to see where the chat is. And we, like I said, we'll get started in a minute. I'm just giving everyone a chance to get on. Just not sure how many people are used to Google Hangouts, and I'm learning it myself. I just thought it would be more fun to interact a little more, so you get to see me and see who I am and everything, and not just hear a voice. And if you see movement, I have a interesting setup here for the video. So if I touch what the computer's sitting on, it starts to move and I have to watch out what I'm doing. So, okay, well, it seems like we've kind of leveled out in the number of viewers, and other people may join us in a few minutes. So if you joined me in a previous broadcast, or if you listened to the replay from the last one, a couple things I want to talk about in case you haven't, and otherwise you may have already heard some of this. And I've had a really busy week, so I haven't had a chance to get more information about what all is happening. But my attitude with this one is not to go into fear, and I'll explain a little bit more about why I'm saying that. Not to go into fear, though, and whether the reports I'm seeing and hearing about that are kind of underground things, are true or not, it's not going to hurt us for us to do some energy work to help to heal the oceans and the planet. So my attitude with this one is, let's all do our piece in order to make the world a better place for all of us to live and to leave it for our children and grandchildren and so on. So if you didn't hear, what actually started this whole thing is, in the middle of May, I was traveling a lot, and I had 3 back-to-back dreams. Now, I don't typically remember my dreams unless I program myself to do so, and then I usually remember them really well. But in this particular case, I woke up 3 mornings in a row, and all I could remember was the words radiation poisoning, caution, caution, radiation poisoning. And on the 3rd morning, and I guess I'm a little slow, but on the 3rd morning, I finally said something to a friend because we were at a conference, and I said, you know, this is really weird. I'm having these dreams, and every morning I wake up with the thought about radiation poisoning. And they said, well, you know, apparently you don't listen to the news. There's a lot going on about the radiation coming into the Pacific coastline now because of Fukushima. And no, I don't listen to the news. So I have friends that tell me these things because of that, because they know I don't listen to the news all that much. So I said to them, well, apparently the news has finally decided to catch up with what I've known for a while, but you know, there wasn't anything to really support what I'd known intuitively, which was that pretty much from about 2 to 3 weeks after the incident in Fukushima, the radiation was already hitting the Pacific coast of the U.S. And I have some people that have sworn that I'm right on that. I'm just going by intuition. But anyway, I bought the domain, and you'll see that a little later. In fact, I'll display it over here if I can find out how to do that. Anyway, this domain that I just displayed there is cleanthepacific.com, and there's a place there for you to go download the symbols that we're going to use tonight, but you don't need them because we're doing a video meditation. But anyway, so I bought that domain that night after the conversation, and I was traveling, as I said. I was moving, and when I got settled in and everything, finally Spirit gave me another dream because, of course, I'd gotten busy and hadn't gotten to this. But what was fascinating was I woke up that morning, and it was almost like this feeling of a kick in the pants, like you better get going on this now. And I walked to my computer, and there was a report from Dr. Rima Leibau and her husband, General Burt. And I don't read most of those things. I basically asked Spirit to tell me which emails to open, and that morning there was a headline on that one that I knew to open, and it said something about the Fukushima radiation problem. And so what it basically was talking about was a fire that happened in May, supposedly, and they actually say that they have no absolute proof. Nobody has confirmed all of this. But what is fascinating to me is that the Japanese law says that if you talk about radiation problems and Fukushima in Japan, you can be incarcerated. So people are not wanting to talk about anything that's going on over there. So I went further into their report, and this was what really spurred me on. And again, I don't want to put people into fear here. I'm looking at how can we come up with a way to gather more and more people together to meditate and heal the ocean like Dr. Emoto's work and some of the other people talk about. And since I have symbols for cleaning the water and detoxing radiation, I said, well, I could use those. And so that's how this got started. But one of the things that was very alarming to me in the report was that General Burt said that in looking further at the radiation problem, there were tests in Miami and also on the West Coast in the Pacific Northwest, and I don't remember exactly what city. I think it was actually Northern California. that actually shows that we have had radiation levels in both of those oceans for more than 4 years at evacuation levels. Now, that's according to the levels in which the EPA says if they go above this number, we need to evacuate those areas. And they're saying that there are clear indications that they have been over those numbers for 4 years. Now, there is one system out there, and it's in the report. If you go to the website Dr. Rima, R-I-M-A, so it's D-R, and then R-I-M-A, truthreports.com, and I should have popped that up there. I'll be putting that on the Clean the Pacific soon. I'll be posting information about this. That particular report talks about how this one site measures the radioactivity, but if it's that same number or that same number for 90 days, it becomes the new standard. So then it becomes okay. Again, it becomes okay, it's within range, because it becomes a new standard if it's been that way for 90 days. That's a kind of scary thought in my mind. But so those are some things that are happening, and the reason I decided to start this. Now, if you or anybody you know wants to do some of these meditations, because this is not about my work, this is not about me at all, this is about let's get together and do whatever powerful things we can do as a group to bring more and more people in to meditate and start to energetically clean the ocean. And because Dr. Emoto's work has clearly shown that if we write the word love on the side of a bottle, it changes the energetics of the water. And so I'm looking at, okay, if that's true, then we can change the energetics of the water. And the more people we bring together, the better we are going to be at doing this. There are studies that show that if we gather 2,000 people in one space, and they actually do this in Fairfield, Iowa, with Transcendental Meditation for Creating World Peace. And when they get 2,000 people in one room and there is an uprising in another country on the other side of the planet, they have actually been able to document that they could make some effect on what was happening and the uprising, and things calm back down. So that's really the basis of which I am doing this work. And again, I invite anybody on this call, if you know someone that can lead meditations that would like to also be involved, if you know other people that want to come and listen, please let them know about this. And again, if you click over there on the right where it says download now, that I popped up there, that gives you access to two things. You'll get 2 different emails, I think. I set it up one after the other. The first one gives you the symbols, and the second one actually gives you the audio clips of the meditation that we're about to do. Now you can also, if I can find it here, you can also let's see here. You can also view, if I can get it up here. No, I can't do it. But anyway, on YouTube, the video is up there as well for this meditation. So if you prefer to use the video meditation, then you can go there and and do that as well. So that is up on YouTube. If you search on Crystalia, you'll find it there. So tonight, and if you joined me before, you kind of know how this works, is I have a video already prepared so that I don't mess up the technology that is going to play the whole meditation, and it's going to play it on the screen. Anybody that misses this will get a replay that actually works with all of what we talked about, but it's actually last week's replay, so I had to do a lot of video editing to make this happen. So let's see here if anybody's sent any messages in the chat. It doesn't look like it. So there we go. And if anyone has anything to say before we get started, go ahead and send something in the chat. Otherwise, we're going to get the video started that's going to show you, that's going to put you into the meditation. This meditation is about 20 minutes. And the first part explains how to use the symbols and a little bit about the process. and then we'll go right into the meditation, and then at the end of the meditation I'll come back on the video for just a brief moment or two to see if anybody has any questions or anything. So we don't have any messages in the chat room, so I'm going to go ahead and start that video. Well, everyone, thank you so much for being here and for contributing your light to cleaning our oceans and healing our planet. Uh, I do ask that you please tell as many people as possible about these meditations and make sure that they know where they can get them. Again, you can get a copy of the meditation itself by going over here and uh, going to cleanthepacific.com, this download right here that's up on the page right now. You can tell them about that. You can also go on YouTube. There's a YouTube video that is that one I just played, and the replay of this will also be available as well. So again, thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you for supporting this, and please invite more people. I will be doing this again probably in about a week, and in between though, I encourage you all to please keep listening and keep playing the meditation, using the symbols. You don't have to follow the meditation exactly. Do it how you feel. Use the symbols however you feel guided to use them. Use your own intuition on that. Put them on your water and intend that all the water on the planet's getting clear, and just keep doing the work you're doing and supporting making our planet a better place to live. And if anyone has anything they want to say, I believe the chat is open and you're welcome to send a message. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and end this broadcast. So again, thank you so much for being a part of this and for spreading your light. So I don't see any chat messages from anyone, so again, visit YouTube videos and look up Crystalia. You can find the videos there. You also get a replay link shortly, and go to cleanthepacific.com if you want a copy of the symbols and also the audio meditation as well, so you don't have to do it on video. There is an audio version on if you register there, and email you all of that information. So thank you, everyone, and God bless all of you, and I look forward to being with you again in another few days to a week. Good night.